Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whisky Journey. Today I've got something a little bit different for you guys. So this is not really a review as such, it's more just a comparison between two batches of Springbank 10-year-old. As you're probably aware, Springbank 10-year-old has won the Online Scotch Whisky Award for Best Scotch Whisky of the Year. I'd also maybe just give some of my thoughts on that as well. Okay, right. As you can see, this bottle on my left is nearly finished, so I mean it's not really that fair to compare the two and say which one's better as such, because this has been sitting in the bottle for a lot longer than this. But I thought it would just be a good idea just to see if the batches are consistent. So this bottle on the left is a slightly older bottle. This was released, look at my notes, 10th of November 22, and this bottle in the middle released on the, can't even read my writing, 19th of July 23. So yeah, so 2022, 2023, two of the drams. Let's just see if there's any difference in the batches. Okay, so we'll do the 2023 first. So first note I pick up is beautiful apples. Apples is something I always pick up when I nose the Springbank 10. And there's some farmhouse funk, some manure. There's some vanilla as well. Always with Springbank 10, always get a chalky minerality as well. And some honey as well, so it comes across as quite sweet. Some earthiness, some rich soil. So this one's really just a classic, in my opinion, a classic Springbank 10-year-old, especially from the batches I've tried over the last sort of 5 years or so. So let's just get on to the taste. Excellent. Apples on the arrival. Nice, good. It's good viscosity, quite thick and mouth coating. Mineral character of the chalkiness. Some pear, some apricots, some vanilla lead the way. More of that chalkiness, that minerality at the end, with some beautiful sooty smoke on the end. Comes across as really nice and sweet initially, gets a little bit drying, a little bit of spiciness from the barrel, tiny bit, but that's just a beautiful dram, and it's exactly what I expect from a Springbank 10-year-old. Has the farminess, has the funkiness, and most importantly for me, has that sootiness in the finish, along with all the beautiful apples that I normally get. Okay, so let's just do a comparison of 2022's release. As I said, this one was released on the 10th of November 22. Earthiness, funkiness, honeyed. That mineral note is quite strong as well. Yep, apples, pears, honey, and that smoke in the background. Okay, let's just have a wee taste. Wow, okay. So, very similar to this batch and to the latest batch. I would say that this one's got more smoke on the end, more of that Campbelltown soot. It does get quite chalky, minerality at the end as well, but you're still getting the classic notes: apples, pears, soil. I mean, that's just lovely. So there's definitely, in my opinion, a bit more smoke in the 2022 release as opposed to the 2023 release. However, again, difficult to actually decide if that is definitely the case, because this is nearly a full bottle. It's just past the neck. So this bottle could change quite drastically over the next few months as the full level goes down. But they are both excellent batches, in my opinion, that you can't go wrong with. Okay. Now, my next thoughts is about the online Scotch Whisky Awards, and I think it's great that the Springbank 10-year-old has won it, in the sense that I do believe that this is a great dram. This is my favorite 10-year-old. I can't think of another 10-year-old that I prefer more than this one, to be absolutely honest. The biggest issue that I do have with this, though, is availability. So, do I think it's right to have this as the winner if it's really difficult to get hold of? Now, the online Scotch Whisky Awards website, they do have a list of retailers that you could try to get it from, and those retailers do tend to sell it at its retail price. I think it was about £52-54, there and thereabouts. I picked this up from a wee shop about 20-25 miles away from me, under the radar shop in the sense, and I was quite fortunate to get a bottle. I could have got more, but just felt like I should just get the one bottle. There's another shop that I've been buying from for years, many years, probably 10 years, and occasionally I will get a bottle of the 10-year-old. But all the sites that they list on online Scotch Whisky Awards website, I mean, it'll either be down to a ballot, so again, you'll be quite lucky if you do get a bottle, and on other sites it might just be the case of you're at the right place at the right time, and again, it just comes down to luck. My personal advice on how you should acquire a bottle, if you do want to get a bottle, is try to build up a relationship with a retailer, one of your local retailers, especially if they do get an allocation. And about allocation, as I said, a good few years back, maybe 2017, 2018, I could walk into one specific shop and they had cases of this sitting around. It was no problem to get a bottle of this at all. That specific shop, I went there maybe a year or two ago. They no longer get any allocation from Springbank at all. So they don't have any of the core range bottlings. So I think one of the issues I've got with the awards is that this is not really available. I mean, it is available, but you really have to work hard to obtain a bottle. And now with it winning the, deservedly, in my opinion, winning Best Scotch Whisky of the Year, in my opinion, it's going to get even harder to get a bottle, because everybody's going to be looking for it. So, as I said, I've got sort of, and I mean, that could just be me being, what's the word I'm looking for? Not jealous, but like, because at the end of the day, I want Springbank 10-year-old. I want everybody to try it, but obviously, I want to be able to get it myself when I can. And it's going to be more difficult now, I think, with winning this award. So kind of bittersweet feeling about the award, to be absolutely honest, because I think it truly deserves its status as being, in my opinion, is one of the best 10-year-olds. It's my favorite 10-year-old. But availability is just a problem. Now, if Springbank were able to increase their allocation and increase their batches, it wouldn't be a problem as such, I think. However, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's always going to be low yield, low allocations, and I think that's just the way it's going to work, for now anyway, and possibly for the foreseeable future. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's kind of just my thoughts on it. You might disagree with me, etc., but that's fine. We can agree to disagree on things. I think it's a classic, beautiful malt, and I think that consistency has been great over the last 5-6 years. I don't think I've had a bad batch of the 10-year-old in recent times anyway. However, do I think that everybody's going to be able to try it? Definitely not. And I think that's my issue with it winning the awards, the award of best Scotch whisky. I think getting it at 52, 54 pounds, I think it comes down to luck, or it comes down to your relationship with your retailer. And at the end of the day, if you're spending money at the retailer, they're going to be, and have that relationship with them, they're going to offer you these types of bottles. But in the UK, I mean, it's very difficult to get hold of this. And as I said, more word of mouth and, letting people know that it's available in this shop or that shop. That's how you can get bottles. But online, I think it just comes down to blind luck. Okay. So, as I said, I'm not going to repeat myself. Try not to repeat myself. Excellent, truly excellent malt. But I have an issue with it winning the top Scotch Whisky of the Year award simply because of its availability. Okay, and most people are just not going to be able to get it. That's just the hard truth, in my opinion. Okay. All right, guys. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Springbank 10-year-old. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you wish. But yeah, not much else to say, guys, except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. Take care. Cheers.